Did you know that more than 80% of Vietnamese people over the age of 50 suffer from joint degeneration or osteoporosis without even realizing it? Every day, they still eat vegetables and drink milk. Yet their bones keep getting weaker. Their joints creak, and their muscles gradually shrink, all because they choose the wrong kinds of vegetables or cook them the wrong way. Amaranth, a dish that seems so simple and ordinary on the dining table, is actually the secret to longevity for many elderly people in Japan, Korea, and even in Vietnam's 100-year-old villages. But not every vegetable helps strengthen bones and muscles. Some, when eaten regularly, can make the bones denser and joints more flexible, while others can deplete calcium, dry out the joints, and weaken them over time. In today's video, I will share with you 5 types of boiled vegetables that are considered natural elixirs for bones and joints, helping the body stay strong, muscles flexible, and life extend to 90 years old, without the need for supplements or medicine. At the same time, I'll also point out several types of vegetables that, when cooked or eaten incorrectly, can harm your bones and joints, so that your daily diet becomes truly scientific and safe. If you truly care about your health, be sure to watch this video until the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment the name of the vegetable you usually boil every day, so together we can spread the habit of eating right. Living healthy, living long, and living happily. Dear friends, the first vegetable is spinach, also known as kai bo zoe. Nutrition experts around the world call it the green miracle for older adults because it contains nearly all the essential nutrients needed for strong bones, healthy muscles, and smooth joint movement. Spinach has a very high level of natural calcium, but what makes it truly special is that it's also rich in vitamin K, a nutrient that acts like a bridge, helping calcium bind tightly to the bone framework, making bones denser and less likely to fracture. In addition, spinach provides iron, magnesium, and folic acid, nutrients that help the body produce red blood cells, nourish muscles, and improve blood circulation. Another important element is vitamin C, which stimulates the body to produce collagen, the glue that connects cartilage, keeping joints lubricated and preventing pain during movement. Therefore, older adults who regularly eat spinach often notice that their knees become more flexible, their muscles less tense, and their joint pain gradually decreases over time. Modern studies have also confirmed that people who consume spinach 2 to 3 times per week tend to have higher bone density and a slower rate of degeneration compared to those who rarely eat it. When preparing spinach, it's important to boil it for only 1 to 2 minutes, without covering the lid and without overcooking, because high heat destroys most of the valuable vitamins C and K in the leaves. A small tip: if possible, add a few drops of olive oil or a thin slice of ginger while boiling. This helps the body absorb vitamin K more effectively and also warms the stomach for easier digestion. Boiled spinach served with plain rice or lightly mixed with roasted sesame is not only delicious but also excellent for supporting the bones, muscles, and circulatory system. By maintaining this simple habit regularly, you'll feel lighter, experience less joint pain, sleep more deeply, and enjoy a more relaxed and peaceful state of mind every day. Spinach is wonderful for bone and joint health, but some people should consume it with caution. Those with kidney stones, gout, or high uric acid levels should avoid eating too much, as spinach contains oxalates that may form stones and increase uric acid. People with weak digestion or cold stomachs should eat it thoroughly cooked, preferably boiled with a few slices of ginger to aid digestion. Additionally, those with severe anemia shouldn't eat spinach daily, as it can reduce iron absorption. Eating spinach 2 to 3 times a week, cooked just right, is the best way to enjoy all its benefits safely. After spinach, the second vegetable I'd like to share with you is Malabar spinach, rau ngo, a humble, familiar green in many Vietnamese meals. yet regarded by nutrition experts as one of the richest natural sources of calcium among leafy vegetables. Many people believe that only milk strengthens bones. But in reality, 100 grams of Malabar spinach can contain nearly the same amount of calcium as a cup of fresh milk, and it's more easily absorbed because it's plant-based calcium that doesn't cause bloating or indigestion. Beyond calcium, this vegetable is also packed with vitamin C, vitamin A, and plant-based protein, which help boost immunity, heal joint tissues, and reduce inflammation in the knees. The vitamin C in Malabar spinach acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting cartilage cells from degeneration, while plant proteins help rebuild muscle tissue, keeping your body firm and flexible. Another special benefit is its cooling nature, which helps detoxify the liver, improve blood circulation, and relieve numbness in the limbs, especially useful for people who suffer from joint pain when the weather changes. However, to get the full benefits of Malabar spinach, it should always be thoroughly cooked, never eaten raw, because raw leaves contain papaverine, a natural compound that may cause mild vascular constriction. When boiling, just add a pinch of salt or a few slices of ginger to balance its cooling nature and make it easier to digest. For older adults, a simple bowl of boiled Malabar spinach soup each day not only strengthens the joints but also promotes deeper sleep, mental clarity, and relaxation. Many elderly people in rural Vietnam maintain this habit year-round and remain agile even at 70 or 80 years old. Truly, Malabar spinach is one of the simplest yet most enduring secrets of Vietnamese longevity, keeping bones strong, muscles flexible, and the body naturally youthful. Still, there are a few cases where caution is needed. Women who have recently given birth should avoid eating raw Malabar spinach or drinking its juice in the first few days postpartum, as papaverine may slightly constrict blood vessels and is not ideal for weak recovery. Pregnant women in their first trimester should also limit consumption, since high levels of papaverine can stimulate uterine contractions. Those with cold stomachs, poor digestion, or low blood pressure should cook it thoroughly and add a bit of ginger to neutralize its cooling effect. The third vegetable I'd like to introduce is amaranth, a humble plant that's often called the king of calcium-rich greens. Just 100 grams of amaranth can provide twice as much calcium as milk, along with magnesium, iron, and lysine, a valuable amino acid that helps rebuild muscle tissue and protect the joints. What makes amaranth special is that its calcium is in an organic form, allowing the body to absorb it much more efficiently than synthetic calcium. That's why people suffering from osteoporosis, back pain, joint stiffness, or frequent nighttime cramps will notice a clear improvement in their health if they eat amaranth regularly a few times a week. In addition, amaranth is rich in vitamin K, which helps fix calcium into the bones, prevents calcium loss through urine, and makes bones denser and stronger. It's also packed with iron and manganese, which support better blood circulation and reduce numbness or stiffness in the limbs. According to traditional Eastern medicine, amaranth has a cooling property and a mildly sweet taste, helping to clear internal heat and detoxify the body, making it particularly beneficial for elderly people who often feel hot inside or have trouble sleeping. However, when boiling amaranth, avoid overcooking to preserve its color and nutrients. Just boil it for 2 to 3 minutes. It's best to cook with the lid open so the steam escapes, keeping the green-red color bright and the flavor fresh. When combined with sesame oil or olive oil, the body absorbs its vitamins K in a more completely, enhancing the bone strengthening and muscle nourishing effects. Many people who eat amaranth regularly say they feel lighter, move more easily, and experience significantly less joint pain than before. In the world of leafy greens, amaranth is a simple yet refined dish, a true healing medicine from the garden that helps maintain strong bones, flexible muscles, and a peaceful mind. Although amaranth is excellent for bones and joints, it's not suitable for everyone. People with kidney stones or a tendency to form them should eat it in moderation, as it contains oxalates that can combine with calcium to form stones. Those with gout or high uric acid levels should also limit intake, since oxalates can slightly raise uric acid levels. The fourth vegetable I'd like to share with you is broccoli, also known as green cauliflower, one of the top nutrition superstars for bone and joint health. In modern medicine, broccoli is considered an excellent natural source of calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K. These three nutrients work together to create a solid bone structure, helping prevent osteoporosis and reducing the risk of fractures in older adults. Moreover, broccoli contains sulforaphane, a powerful antioxidant that reduces inflammation, slows cartilage degeneration, and protects bone cells from damage caused by free radicals. Simply eating boiled or lightly steamed broccoli 2 to 3 times a week can make your knees more flexible, ease back pain, and give your body a sense of lightness and vitality. However, it's important not to overcook broccoli. Prolonged boiling destroys much of its vitamin K and sulforaphane, reducing its nutritional value. The best way to prepare it is to boil for about 3 minutes and remove it immediately once tender crisp. I also recommend adding a few drops of olive oil or sesame oil to the pot. These healthy fats help the body fully absorb vitamin K, which plays a vital role in anchoring calcium to the bones. For those suffering from knee arthritis, back pain, or shoulder joint degeneration, broccoli is truly a golden food that should be included in the weekly diet. Maintaining this habit consistently will strengthen your body, improve joint mobility, and keep your mind clear and refreshed each day. Still, there are some cases that require caution. People with hypothyroidism should avoid eating raw or excessive amounts of broccoli because it contains goitering, which may interfere with iodine absorption. However, cooking destroys this compound, making it safe to consume. Those with weak digestion or frequent bloating should eat moderate portions since broccoli is high in fiber. Additionally, people taking blood-thinning medication should be careful, as broccoli's high vitamin K content can affect how these drugs work. The final vegetable I want to share with you today is perilla leaves, tia tu, a common Vietnamese herb that is actually a precious natural remedy for relieving joint pain and inflammation. Perilla is rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based form of omega-3 known for its strong anti-inflammatory properties that soothe swollen joints, especially in people with chronic arthritis or joint degeneration. Perilla leaves also contain vitamins A, C, E, and zinc, powerful antioxidants that protect cartilage cells, slow joint aging, and aid in the regeneration of connective tissue. Another valuable property of perilla is that it improves blood circulation, warms the body, eases joint pain in cold weather, and supports digestion effectively. For older adults with chronic joint pain or stiffness, drinking warm perilla tea or eating lightly boiled perilla leaves several times a week can help make the knees more flexible, reduce morning stiffness, and improve sleep quality. According to traditional Eastern medicine, perilla has a warm nature and a mildly spicy taste, helping dispel cold, relieve pain, and eliminate toxins, ideal for people who experience cold joints or aches during weather changes. However, not everyone should consume perilla in large amounts. Those with high blood pressure or high fever should limit it, as its warming nature can make the body hotter. People with hyperthyroidism or chronic insomnia should also be cautious, since perilla's essential oils can mildly stimulate the nervous system and may cause difficulty sleeping if taken at night. Additionally, pregnant women in their first trimester should avoid drinking perilla tea too often, as perilla may cause mild uterine relaxation, which isn't ideal during early pregnancy. For most people, simply eating boiled perilla or using it in soup 2 to 3 times a week is enough to enjoy all its benefits without overheating the body or disrupting internal balance. When boiling, add the leaves to already boiling water and cook quickly, about 1 minute, to preserve their essential oils and signature aroma. Perilla leaves not only support joint health but also warm the body, boost immunity, and elevate mood, because when the body feels well, the mind naturally feels lighter and more at peace. In addition to the vegetables that strengthen bones and joints, there are also a few vegetables you should limit to prevent harming your joints or bone density. The first is water spinach, a familiar dish that contains a high amount of purines, which can increase uric acid levels in the blood and trigger joint swelling, especially for those with gout. Kale and beets, though rich in nutrients, are high in oxalates, which can bind with calcium and form kidney stones, not good for people managing bone or joint conditions. Fresh bamboo shoots should also be limited because they contain natural cyanide toxins that, if eaten frequently, can deplete essential minerals and worsen joint pain. Additionally, purslane has a strong cooling nature. People who often experience back or knee pain when the weather turns cold should avoid eating it too much, as it can make the joints colder and sorer. Lastly, pickled vegetables, especially salted mustard greens, might seem harmless but actually contain high levels of salt, which cause calcium loss and gradually weaken the bones when consumed too often. Therefore, to keep your bones strong and joints flexible, you should prioritize naturally green, low oxalate, low salt boiled vegetables, cooked just until tender to retain nutrients. This simple habit not only supports joint health but also brings a sense of lightness and well-being every day. Dear friends, today we've explored 5 types of boiled vegetables known as natural elixirs for bones and joints, helping you stay strong, flexible, and healthy well into your 90s. We've also discussed a few vegetables to limit or avoid, such as water spinach, fresh bamboo shoots, beets, and pickled vegetables, since using them incorrectly can raise uric acid, cause calcium loss, or increase joint inflammation. Understanding which vegetables are beneficial and which should be avoided is the simplest way to protect your bones and maintain long-term health. By eating correctly, cooking wisely, and keeping a positive mindset every day, you'll notice your body feeling lighter, your joints moving more smoothly, and your sleep becoming deeper and more restorative. If you found today's video helpful, please like, subscribe to the channel, and comment the vegetable you cook most often, so together we can spread a lifestyle of health, happiness, and peace. Thank you so much for watching until the end, wishing you always good health, tranquility, and endless positive energy.